What's up, y'all? I'm out here on the range, as you can see, on a cool breezy day. Temperature's supposed to get up to around 70 or so it should be a really nice day to have some fun out here with a couple of new tools, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. First thing on the agenda is probably the only tearing anything y'all gonna see on this channel, just because that stuff's out of my budget, but this right here wasn't. We got the Canik TTI Combat. Just like JW. All right, let's take a look at this new kid on the block. So again, we're looking at the Canik TTI Combat, brand new to Canik's lineup. It just was released. Obviously, it's a collab between Canik and Taran Tactical, so pretty slick looking unit here. Now, one thing I want to say from the very start, this is a very, very nice tool. There's no doubt about it, but at the end of the day, it's a Canik. It's what it is. It's a Canik. It's not something totally remade from the ground up. We'll go over it and I'll show you that here. It's very, very nice. But again, it's a Canik with the TTI branding on it is what you got. Now, pretty much like all Caniks, it does include a nice little kit of goodies, and this one, being what it is, has a couple more extras, so I'll show you those right quick before we go over it. So like most of their stuff, you get a nice case with it. This one here is even nicer than normal. As you can see, it's like a big Pelican style type of case. It's got the nice TTI Combat badge on the front there. I'm working upside down, so y'all have to excuse me. So nice badge in there, nice push-pull type openings right here, and when you open them, I mean, you can really feel and hear the pressure, so it's not just a really dirt cheap case. Now on the lid here, you've got a little plaque inset in the foam that's got kind of a little bit talking about TTI's history and Canik's, not really the history, but kind of how far they've come and what they've done along the way in this little collab here. Of course, as always, on the first little flap, you've got all your paperwork, owner's manuals, and all that kind of jazz. Your main cutout here, of course, and then you got the standard affair, basically, a couple different back straps here, different sizes. You got small, medium, and large. This right here is the actual OEM optic plate. Nice engraved there optic plate that came off before I put the optic on it. A couple more little optic plate adapters here, and then their nice little tool that they always give you. I always thought this thing was really, really neat. It's actually a hex wrench, if y'all don't know, that's got a couple bits in there and some extra screws and washers. You got another 18 round magazine here with that nice Cerakoted base plate to match. And then going down to the next level, here again, you got the same standard type stuff that basically all of them come with. Your cleaning brush, cleaning rod there, the Canik punch that you can use to basically take down the whole entire thing. You got your mag speed loader. This one also comes with a holster. Now, I will say that this holster is a lot nicer than most of them that they come with. It's got a nice little knob for retention there. The only thing I don't like about this one over some of the other ones is it's got belt loops on it, which I guess is fine. It's not really a big deal, but their other ones have just double clips on them. But I definitely think this is an upgrade to those, even with the belt loop instead of the clip. And then the last couple of things that this one comes with, it actually comes with another recoil spring. As you can see, it comes with a light recoil spring. I hope that's focusing for y'all. But light recoil spring, I'm assuming that's because of that comp. It basically says to use it for really low recoiling rounds. Says this low power recoil spring is ideal for use with competition low power loads. And I do believe I saw in the manual that they say under 1,000 FPS or in anything 1,050 and over, just use the standard. But I'm not planning on using this right here at all unless I see some kind of issue. And then the last pretty cool little extra they threw in was this little collector coin here, front and back. You got the TTI on this side, and then you got the Canik on this side. I've probably been showing y'all everything upside down. I'm not used to working from this side of the camera, so nice little collector coin with it. And then back to the start of the show here again, the TTI Combat. This, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, from what I can tell, is strongly based on the Med-A type frame, the Med-A setup. They talk about in the advertising and marketing for this about a newly designed frame and all kind of jazz like this, but I'll show you here in a second. From what I can tell, it's basically the same as the Med-A SFT frame, except for like the little controls, you know, your slide stop here, slide release, whichever one you want to call it. You got some nice serrations there. Now, don't get me wrong when I'm talking about that it's just a Med-A SFT, because I think those are fantastic tools. So I absolutely love this thing so far. Nice serrations, nice serrations on the slide here. Now, a couple little differences I have seen on the frame, the back strap and then the front strap here, the texturing on these are really nice and aggressive, definitely different from my SFT. SFT, and I think maybe on the sides also. I can't swear to that, but that's definitely different. Your mag well here, this is an aluminum mag well, and I don't think that the other ones are aluminum. I'm pretty sure they're not. I'm pretty sure they're polymer. So nice aluminum mag well. You got your little textured index points on both sides, just like on the Med A SFT. All the controls are the same place. Your takedown, again, your slide lock, your mag release, everything. As a matter of fact, you can put this slide on my Med A SFT frame and it works just like it's supposed to, and vice versa. I can put the Med A SFT slide on this frame and it works just exactly like it's supposed to. And just to go on ahead and get that out of the way here, you see it right here. This is the TTI Combat lower with the SFT upper. As you can see, functions just exactly like it's supposed to. Everything, all the controls and everything are in exactly the same place, inside and out. And then here it is the other way around with the SFT lower and the TTI Combat upper. Again, works absolutely perfect, just like it's supposed to, just like it was designed to. Inside and out, the frames and the slides look exactly the same. One more thing while I'm on that interchangeability, this one came with two mags, obviously. This one's got the aluminum TTI base plate on it, so +3, I think it is on that. All these other mags will work also too. The Med A SFT mag works fine, locks back, functions absolutely just like it's supposed to, and even my TP9 SFX mag works fine, locks back just like it's supposed to. So let's finish on out the few little details that are different on this one right here. Obviously the engraving here, you got the Canik TTI Combat. Another thing they did on this side was get rid of that big old billboard of the Century Arms there. They moved that to back here on this little tiny piece back here on the frame, so I really like that. Not that I care where or who imported it, but I just don't care to have a big importer's billboard on the side of it at all. I already mentioned the nice serrations on it, front and back, really nice serrations there. Now this is a 4.6-inch barrel, if I didn't already mention that. Pick rail on the front of the frame, just like the Med A SFT. Now obviously a big difference on this one is it's got a ported barrel with that built-in comp, and the barrel is also fluted there, so really nice barrel comp system. That comp is really sweet too, because one thing obviously that came to my mind first off is, well, that's great, now I've got to get something and take this thing off every time I want to pull the barrel and clean it. But they thought of that little tab there on the front, you push it in that little dimple, and this thing just spins just a little bit and pulls right off. Really nice quick removal on this thing. As far as the sights, just like most of them, you got the just blacked out notch in the back and then the green fiber optic rod in the front. Now obviously, as you can see, we've got us an optic on this one. Again, it does come optic cut, comes with the 3 different plates. This right here is the Cyelee Ghost. They sent me a few different dots a while back to check out, and I figured this would be a perfect candidate for this one right here. Very nice optic. If y'all hadn't checked out these Cyelee Optics, 7075 aluminum construction. They're like 6 foot, drop tested for these things. Waterproof, submersible waterproof, shake awake, multiple reticle system on it for the dot, circle, or a combo of both of them. So these things got some really nice features on them, and this one right here, I love the great big old window of it. It just happens to line up absolutely perfect with my irons. I can see my dot right above the base plate of this thing, so absolutely perfect there. And one big huge props I've got to give to Cyelee. They send a ton of different screws with most of all of their optics, so you don't have any problem finding a set of screws to work with these optics on pretty much anything you put it on. And then I think the last thing I really want to talk about on it is the trigger. This trigger is absolutely phenomenal, y'all. It's absolutely phenomenal. It goes without saying that pretty much all Caniks come right out of the box with really nice triggers. My opinion, they are some of, if not the nicest OEM striker fire trigger right out of the box that you can get in that kind of price range without just getting really crazy, you know what I mean? And this one right here takes it above and beyond. Nice flat trigger, and it's got like a 90-degree break on this thing. Super nice 90-degree break. So I'll see how good a view I can give y'all. This is always tricky in my opinion. So right there, we're at the wall. Boom, nice break. Super nice reset, right back on the wall, and another super nice break. I mean, this is a very nice trigger on this thing. Now again, all the Caniks have really nice triggers in my opinion, but there is a big difference. This right here I thought was a super nice until I ran this one right here. Now this one don't feel so nice. So as you can see, it's gonna be so tough, but it goes all the way down to here, as you can see. Nice break on it though, I will say. There ain't nothing, and then a really nice reset and right back on the brake. But then if you look again at this one, Very little take up. You see how much less take up there is, and that thing's gonna break right at 90 degrees. I mean, it just broke right there at the 90-degree mark. This is a phenomenal trigger on this thing. But I think that's really all there is to touch on with this. You know, it's not a whole lot different from, again, the Med A SFT. Very, very nice. I'm not saying that in a negative way whatsoever, because I absolutely love these Canics, so I expect nothing but good out of this one. Let's get it all loaded up and have some more fun. All right, let's run some more rounds through this thing. I pretty much rough sighted it in right before I started this, just so I can make sure I got my boom boom at the start. So I think I'm about right on the money. I'm gonna put 5 right here on the 10 and then 5 on the 25 out there, kind of slow, just to see exactly where I'm at before I start getting some other stuff out here. Let's see what we get here, y'all. That was me, pulled that a little. All right, those 3 in the middle, all right, that's exactly where I was pointing this thing. The other 2 are also me, so this thing right here is on the money, buddy. I'm telling you right now. Let's see what happens at 25. I mean, this thing right here ain't no joke, buddy. All right, let's see if we can pop us a couple cans of shaving cream and a bottle there. I did give this thing a couple of clicks down. I think I'm a little bit high just based on where I was up close here and at 25. So this time now, those first rounds, I don't know if I mentioned, those were 115 Arms Core FMJ. This time I've got that Sierra Outdoor Master, the 115 HPs. Let's see what these things do. I just use these for range fodder out here mostly. Right on the money. All right, y'all, I'm probably feeling overconfident with this thing, but I'm gonna press my luck and go out here to the 50. I've got 10 more rounds of just Arms Core 115 FMJ loaded up. Let's see how many out of these 10 I can ring out there at 50. I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree out here, y'all. Not that one. Not that one either. Not sure where I'm at. I was holding too low. I expected it to hit high out there. I was aiming so low. I think I know where I'm at now anyway. All right, looks like I put 5 of them out there on the steel at 50, and I can tell you, if there ain't no doubt about it, I can't even deny it, all the misses were definitely me. I mean, I'm wobbling out there. I can just watch that dot wobbling. Looks like I was a little bit high on all of them too, so I might still be just a hair high, but I ain't gonna worry about that. I ain't mad about that, to hit 5 at 50 and having to use a few just to kind of figure out where I'm at anyway. So got us moved up closer here. I got us a melon and a boom boom. Now, to get exciting stuff out of melons with 9mm, you have to get some spicy stuff. So I've got 2 rounds of Plus P Plus 9B PLE loaded up, high shock. So let's see what we can do with this stuff, y'all. This should make a good little show. Not bad at all. All right, this time I'm gonna run some light stuff out of it. I've got 15 rounds of Norma frangible range and training stuff here. This is only 65 grain. It's frangible rounds. Now, it's not slow. It's like 1650 on the velocity on the box, but 65 grain. So I figure if something's gonna have trouble cycling it, it might be this stuff right here. I just wanna make sure that everything's gonna run fine without me having to fool with that other recoil spring and all that. So let's see what happens here. I'm gonna just, there's 15 of them in here, so I'm just gonna run them. Whew, that's loud, I can tell you that. Oh. No problem cycling at all, but that's some loud stuff right there, buddy. All right, y'all, I feel pretty confident that I could stand out here and run round after round through this thing and not have any kind of malfunction and have a lot of fun doing it. This is definitely gonna be a really, really fun one for the range, but let's go ahead and end this thing off with a boom boom and move along to the next one. See if we can get this thing good. This right here is a smooth running machine. All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna call it right there for a fun start to the day. I had high hopes for this Canik TTI combat, and it definitely did not disappoint. I expected nothing but good stuff. Again, this is basically a Canik Med-A with some extra features added onto it. A really nice appearance to it. Very, very nice trigger. You got the compensator on it. So again, I didn't expect anything less than really, really nice performance, and I got exactly that. Now, with me saying that it's pretty much just a Canik Med-A, personally, I still think this is well worth the pickup. If you're in the market for another full size, especially something for the range or even defensive use, home defense, this right here, if you can find one of them, I would definitely not hesitate to pick this up. I personally think that the few little upgrades, the added extras that you get, and the cool factor are well worth it. But let me know down in the comments what y'all think about it. Do any of y'all out there have one of these already? Do you have one on reserve as soon as it gets in locally to you? Do you plan on trying to find one? Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. If you did enjoy the video, as always, take a second and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you got your notifications turned on so you don't miss anything that I upload. A reminder again, if you're doing some shopping, hit up those affiliate links in the video description. Anything you buy after hitting up those links down there, I get a kickback from them toward the channel, so I really do appreciate that. Also, another mention about this Cyelee Ghost optic. I don't have affiliate links from them, but if I can find an Amazon link, I think they do have these on Amazon, I'll post that down there. This is a really, really nice optic, and I think it's absolutely perfect for this TTI combat. Once again, a big thanks to all my range gang members and every single one of y'all for supporting the channel the way y'all do. I've got one more new tool I'm gonna have some fun with out here today and make a video on, so stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.